Step on the Wonkavator and go through the roof. Destination, the scrumdiddly-umptious world of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Rated G.
The movies are where audiences of all ages go to build their dreams. They are drawn there by the promise of a screen full of fascinating, incredulous adventures, and launched on their journey by creative men with a lot of pure imagination. Now, just such a movie company has been assembled by producers David Wolper and Stan Margulies to work in a storybook setting, to turn a best-selling children's book into a motion picture called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It all began with Roald Dahl, the highly respected author of tales bordering on the supernatural. Dahl invents little stories to keep his children from getting underfoot while he writes at home.
We live in a small Georgian house in the country between London and Oxford with an apple orchard around it. And in the house are my wife, Pat Neal, and my 4 children.
One story Dahl made up to amuse his kids became their favorite. So he told it over and over, polishing and embellishing it with every telling. He called it Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And it's become a phenomenon in the publishing world, selling more copies each year, being printed in 15 languages. And now, it's considered a modern classic.
I can't work in the house because there are far too many people in it. For years now, I've worked in a little brick house, which is up in the middle of the orchard. It's very quiet and pleasant up there. I work in the dark with a lamp on. I start at about 4:30 in the morning, working on an amusing story about a crazy chocolate factory with a funny man inside it who invented all sorts of wonderful things. First I had 12 children in it, but they were so nasty that I started getting rid of them one after the other. The parts I like in it most of all are when the nasty children disappear, either up the pipe or down the hole or something like that.
Recently, Roald Dahl expanded the story into a screenplay with music that had to be written by 2 men who use their imagination in a very special way.
Anything but catastrophe, but suddenly I begin to see a bit of good luck for me. I was going to say in a Yorkshire accent. A bit of good luck for me.
Accompanied by a pianist, Anthony Newley and Leslie Brickers, the team who first collaborated with Stop the World, I Want to Get Off, began to write the lyrics and compose the songs for the story.
For the first time. So, let's see what it sounds like.
Come with me, and you'll be in the world of pure imagination.
Now the look of fantasy had to be created. Production designer Harper Goff, 2-time Academy Award winner for his concepts in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and Fantastic Voyage, is again called upon to use his imagination.
Willy Wonka is a strange, zany character. He is probably a reincarnation of Rube Goldberg. Everything he makes almost doesn't work, but turns out to work remarkably well. Of course, you don't go out and buy funny chocolate making machines. You have to invent them and build them, and that's one of the pleasures that I had of designing these things, making them funny, then follow it through construction and see that it works, that it is still funny.
Swifter than eagles, stronger than lions!
Harper Goff has also assembled a candy factory of great proportions. It includes a lush meadow, a river of chocolate, and a chocolate waterfall. All is in readiness for the director of the film, Mel Stewart, who collaborates with cinematographer Arthur Ibbotson to visualize one of the musical highlights of the movie. They will photograph the spectacle of children and adults let loose in the world of Willy Wonka. Starring in the title role is Gene Wilder.
The kind of movie that Mel Stewart wanted to make was a cross between Alice in Wonderland and The Yellow Submarine. It was like two tracks running at the same time. It was a children's story and it was an adult story, and never at any time did the script cross wires.
Co-starring in the picture is the Academy Award-winning actor Jack Alberson. He portrays the role of Grandpa Joe and travels through the factory with his grandson Charlie, a part played by 12-year-old Peter Ostrom. The story is about a magical world without limit, a world that opens to young Charlie when he discovers a golden ticket hidden in a chocolate bar. He breaks the news to his Grandpa Joe, who spent the last 20 years in bed.
Because I'd have said it couldn't be done, but it can be done. I never dreamed that I would climb over the moon in ecstasy, but nevertheless it's there that I'm shortly about to be. Because I've got a golden ticket, I've got a golden ticket, I've got a golden chance to make my way. And with a golden ticket it's a golden day.
To film just the opening part of their fabulous adventures will take the company well over 2 weeks.
Let me in, I'm starving.
Now, don't get overexcited. Don't lose your head, Augustus. We wouldn't want anyone to lose that.
They start by shooting a scene where Gene Wilder introduces his guests to his chocolate room.
This is a musical lock.
Rachmaninoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the chocolate room.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be.
Helping the candy maker are some of the most incredible people in Roald Dahl's imagination, the Oompa Loompas. Dahl saw them as a sort of Greek chorus, singing songs, while he devised ways to get rid of the nasty kids. Up the pipe, down the hole, or something like that.
Oompa Loompa Doompa Dee Dee, if you are wise, you'll listen to me. Gum chewing's fine when it's once in a while. It stops you from smoking and brightens your smile.
The chocolate room is a veritable giant candy store, where everything imaginable is growing. There are huge candy canes, and lollipops, sugar-coated trees, jelly-filled all-day jawbreakers, mammoth jelly beans, man-sized licorice sticks, gigantic fruit drops, and marshmallow-packed mushrooms.
If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world, there's nothing to it.
A book is essentially the product of one man's mind. A motion picture requires the combined efforts of many, each using pure imagination and his particular and highly specialized field to create this journey through a spectacularly colored candy world that spills from the theater screen onto an audience, swept up in their own dreams of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.